violent protest against your law, is that civil disobedience?
Let me ask you this, would that fit our definition?
Yes.
Yes, why?
Because it's a public, it's a public intentional way of breaking civil against your law.
Okay, here's my question. Ricky, expand on what you were saying.
It's not public because it's on us.
Okay, the definition of public, this is very important for you guys to understand. So if you don't have this, feel free to write it off to the side of your notes. When we're talking about a public act, public just means there are multiple people from the public able to view it in a space that belongs to the public. So if all of you went over to Ricky's house and did some sort of protest, it would not be public. Because the public can't just go into Ricky's house without his permission. Public has to be a space or an area where public people are allowed to come and go. So for example, my ASU professor just walked in. I can't say, no, you can't come in, this is my classroom, this is a public space. The public owns the school. Now here's my question to you, do we have laws of the school? Someone raise your hand and explain to me, do we have laws of the school? This is a really good example. Samuel?
Yes.
Yes, how so? You can't what?
You can't do certain things.
Say it one more time louder.
You can't do certain things in school.
You can't do certain things in school. Each of you received a policy book at the start of school that you had to sign. There are certain policies that you have to agree to in order to come to school. And if you break those policies, you're breaking the law. Now, Salvador, we're going to get into this a lot more when we further in our unit. There are examples of civil disobedience that students do in school. They've done it in school before, where students get together and they say, we don't like what's going on, so we're going to create a public, nonviolent break of the law. The thing is, lots of students see this and go, cool, we should do that. We should rebel against homework, or we should have a sit-in and protest this teacher. But the key part of this definition that I want you to see is the second part. The people who practice civil disobedience are willing to accept the legal consequences. So what do you think a legal consequence could be to protesting one of the school's laws? Aiden?
Suspension or getting expelled.
Suspension or getting expelled, absolutely. Yes, yes, go ahead. Eddie? Yes, let me bring one to you. Okay, so really good questions. What we're going to do in just a second. I'm so sorry. You're fine. I'm just going to take one so it don't want to drop it. Here's what we're going to do, because I want to make sure we all really understand this. You all have created your definition. You've seen the technical definition, but can you apply it to real-life examples? What I really want you to be able to take away from today is when you see people protesting different events, like you see all over the news, I want you to be able to tell, is this civil disobedience or is this another form of protest? Is this civil disobedience or is this another form of protest? So, give me your attention for 2 minutes. I'm going to explain this worksheet and I'm going to let you work in groups. Please, if you're done with the definition, put your pencil down and give your attention up here. So, what I'm going to let you guys do is you have the opportunity to talk to one another and really understand this definition. Okay, Taurus? Make sure your phone's up here. I'm going to let you all work in groups, and you're actually going to do a gallery walk where you look at different examples of protests throughout history. But here's the key. Some of these examples are civil disobedience. Some of them are not. Again, my objective for you today, my goal for you, is that you're going to be able to look at different examples of civil disobedience, use the definition that you created, and decide whether or not that fits, or whether it's a different form of protest. So, everybody look on your sheet. First box of your graphic organizer. Jesus, read the first box up in the top corner. Good, I want you to read that last sentence one more time, Jesus.
Is this civil disobedience? Example, why not? Why or why not?
Good, that's the key of how I'm grading you. You can't just say yes or no. You have to tell me why or why not. Second box, David Ed.
The purpose of this text is to inform/educate about, to detail about, persuade, convince about.
Okay, each table has either a photograph or text. If you're reading a text, you have to tell me the purpose of the text. Alex, what are you going to do to show me the purpose of the text? What do the directions say in the second box?
Okay, so edit.
Nope. Frank.
Circle one.
Circle one. Everybody Everybody look in the second box. All I'm asking you to do in that box is circle the answer. Step 3. Alex, read step 3.
Fill in the blank about the purpose of this text.
Okay, so you're going to fill in that blank after the about. Step 4, David D. Good, you're going to tell me what's going on in this example. Francisco, read the 5th box.
The blue thing that instead of something and substantial.
Okay, somebody remind us, we talked about this earlier this class period. What does effective mean? This was in your do now. What do we mean when we say effective? Ricky? Okay, give me an example and I'll have someone else to find it.
Protesting in the civil rights movement was very effective in the laws.
Okay, great example. Samuel, explain to me what effective means.
I think it's like powerful or great.
Great, powerful, great, or works well. So you're going to tell me what the people are doing in this picture, in this document. Is it working? Why or why not? And then Paulo, I want you to read the final box in the corner. If there is.
If there is a autograph.
Photograph?
Photograph, describe what the autograph is
Describe what is going on.
in the photograph.
Excellent. All 6 boxes are for one table. Off to the side where it says document, you're going to write what document you're at. Javier L., what document is this? Document H. You have to write document H off to the side or else how do I know what you're analyzing? Let's quickly go through and do one quick example together to make sure you all get it, then I'm going to promise I'm going to let you guys work in groups. So, Alex, read to me number 1 one more time.
Is this civil disobedience going away right now?
Okay, so up on the board, if this were my example that was on my table, I would say, yes, this is civil disobedience because they are protesting in public, it's non-violent, and he's trying to change the law. Notice how I was detailed enough with my answer to explain how I knew it was correct. Yes, Paula?
No.
Hey, Christy, you read the second one. The purpose of this text. Middle box at the top. Yes, sir.
Number 1, the purpose of this text is to inform, educate about, to explain about, to persuade, about.
Okay, so in this case, it's really hard to tell because I don't have any actual text, but I would circle whatever the purpose is. And for the sake of my example, I'm going to say the purpose is to inform or educate. Okay, I'm seeing you guys are starting to go into a coma. I know you're tired. I know you just played a huge round of flag football, whatever it was, and you're tired. But here's what we need to do. I need you focused up here so when you work in your group, you understand what you're doing. Otherwise, there's going to be total chaos. So Paulo, focus up here. Axel and Henry have been doing an awesome job staying focused. So is Eddie. Arturo, sit up. Jesus, sit up. Focus for the next 3 minutes so I can get you guys working. It slows us down if I see a lot of people drifting off. So, the purpose of this text is, I'm going to say to inform. Javier L., read the 3rd box on the side.
Fill in the blank about the purpose of this text.
Okay, fill in the blank. All I'm going to do, inform about, and you're going to tell me, what is this informing me about? Arturo, what are these pictures informing me about? What do you see going on here?
Someone getting arrested.
Be more specific.
Well, first picture be like protesting.
Okay, but when I'm asking you to be more specific, who do we see getting arrested?
Okay.
Okay, so you would say in the 3rd box, inform about, I'm just going to say MLK getting arrested. Again, we need to use really specific nouns and pronouns to make sure I understand what you're talking about. After that, summarize what is going on in this example. You guys have to summarize your text. In this example, I would summarize each photograph. So I would say they're marching down the street, police are coming in and arresting MLK, MLK is being taken away. So I'm using enough detail to summarize what I'm seeing. In the next box, do you think this method of protest is effective? Frank, is this a fact or an opinion? is this box, do you think this method of protest is effective, fact, or opinion?
The difference.
The fifth box. In the middle.
Fact or opinion.
What I'm asking you, do you think this method of protest is effective? Is that a factual answer that everyone will get the same, or is that an opinion answer which everyone will have it differently?
Opinion.
It's an opinion, so you just need to discuss that with your group. And then finally, if there's a photograph, describe what's going on. Gentlemen, here's what I expect of you when you do this activity. Work collaboratively. Be specific in your answers. Everyone must write your answers on your own document sheet. I'm going to give you a lot of time at each group station so you have time to work. What I don't want to see are people who aren't participating, people not writing down answers, or people writing incomplete and short answers. Eric, do you have to be specific in the answers that you write?
Yes.
Palafox, does everybody need to write down answers on their table? Jesus, how many boxes are you going to do per document? No. How many boxes are you going to do per document? Somebody help Jesus out. Carbajal. 6. You're going to have 9 minutes at each station. We're not going to finish this today. But what I need to see is you guys working collaboratively and being specific in your document analysis. After I say time's up, I will instruct you where to go next. Any questions before we begin? Okay, you have 9 minutes. Go ahead and fill out the first 6 boxes for your document. Go ahead and begin. You two are going to move back over to Samuel and Patrick. Francisco, can you just second along? Francisco, you're going to move to Frank's table. Javier, you're going to move to repeat ours too. Okay, it's awfully quiet considering we're supposed to be discussing. Start reading and discussing. You need to move your chair and start working.